I am a military wife and a mother of 2 wonderful kids, but I'm also an Army veteran. So I came in the Army as a military police officer at 18, went to Fort McClellan, Alabama for basic training, and then I got sent to Fort Drum, New York, and that's where I got to meet my husband. You know, I stayed in the military for a couple years, but then decided that whenever we decided to have children that it was time for me to get out. Both of my children were actually born in Germany, so the German experience wasn't so different, but having one that was sick. When Bailey was born, she had a lot of medical problems going on. At 3 days old, she ended up being put into the NICU. The medical teams tried to take care of her for 3 months. However, there was nothing they could really do over there. We had the opportunity to meet with a wonderful doctor at Landstuhl. He saw Bailey and said, "We have what you need back in Walter Reed, and we'd like to medevac you out." And then we found out that I was gonna have to fly over there by myself without my husband, because we had the 5-year-old at home, my son Trey. When we got on that plane, we boarded from the back, just like you see the soldiers do all the time. The difference this time is that the soldiers that you would see typically walking on the plane were being carried on. We flew for 10 hours during that flight. We were taken off the airplane and placed on these buses, and next thing I know, I'm sitting there and these ladies got onto the bus, and I'm thinking, who are these little ladies? Well, they had little USO name tags on, and they'd go litter to litter and they'd talk to every soldier that was there. One of the ladies came up to us and she was like, she says, "Oh, are one of these soldiers yours?" And I said, "No, actually I'm here with her," and pointed down to Bailey. And she said, "We have something special for you." So they handed me this red, white, and blue hand crocheted blanket, and along with a little baggie with a couple little, there were candy and snacks and drinks. And I of course took everything in my will not to sit there and just start bawling, because they took care of me too.
I remember seeing pictures of me snuggled up with it, or when I was a baby wrapped up in those blankets, and it's just, I love those blankets. They're really awesome.
That moment there, I think, really changed my view of the USO, that it's a whole family organization.
I think it's awesome. I mean, starting with the ones in the airport anytime we're traveling, whether we're together or not, or the big one at Leonard Wood that we used to volunteer at.
The USO at Fort Leonard Wood was just kind of our home away from home. I mean, even though we lived right around the corner from it, we spent a lot of time there having the opportunity to volunteer. It was wonderful because it was home away from home.
We had Christmas parties there.
We also utilized the United Through Reading.
I just go there sometimes after school with my mom or dad. We visited Bandit and Miss Kelly a lot. In February, I had double lung pneumonia, so I had to get checked into the hospital. Bandit came and visited me. They brought me a big bag of candy, but it was a camouflaged USO bag. It was really awesome.
It really is like a family.
They're awesome. They're everywhere. In my last trip to Kuwait for a year, they had a big one over there that we used to go to.
Knowing that he had somebody there that he can talk to and have his soldiers that were there, and knowing that they were being taken care of by somebody else was always nice.
I think the USO really is a family away from your family.
It's comfort, it's fun, it's excitement, and it's just there. It's there for us.